back to the road, and it's a grey, rainy day, so I've had to put the casing on, so the volume is probably not very good. But up here, hopefully you can hear me. What's the sign? Off in the distance there, it's Montana! Yay! And it's been pouring. And now I've managed to find the quarry to camp in, and I'm under, I think it's a rock crusher of some variety, I'm not really sure. Bike's there, it's all set up, and here's the tent. See that? Stand back a bit, so that looks very cool, I think, under there. Hopefully that'll give me a bit of extra protection. My only concern is that floodwaters, when it keeps on raining, they might build up a bit during the night, so I'm just hoping that's not going to happen. Fingers crossed, but a bit wet now, so I'm going to try and dry myself out. Well, this has got to be one of the hardest, wettest and most windy days I've had on the journey so far. Riding up from Glendive, heading north up towards North Point. The wind has picked up to about, so I guess, a 20-mile-an-hour headwind, and pouring with rain the whole day. I did about 20 miles yesterday, and had to give in and dived under a stone crushing machine for shelter. Put the tent up and had a cold night under there. Today I carried on. The land has become very open, and no protection whatsoever, and I probably did another 12-13 miles today, and there's just no way. I've arrived in a town, village called Lindsay, and here there was just no one around, absolutely no one, and there's one small sort of garage shop, and that was closed, but there's no way I could carry on because I wouldn't be able to pitch the tent up. So I had a look around the village and noticed on the other side of the road there were some grain silos, and I came over and had a look, and thankfully one of them was open, so I managed to get the bike and the tent in here, and as you can see, go round, there we go, quick lap of the building. I've been able to put everything up in here, and outside it's still very blowy. If you look at those trees, they're howling, and that's all a headwind. The rain has stopped now. Not sure exactly what I'm going to do for tomorrow. I just hope it all dies down, otherwise I may just spend another day in here. I'm on to my rations for tomorrow if that's the case, but we shall see. But this has been a tough couple of days. Back on the road after the storms and the rain. I'm so glad that grain silo arrived. That saved my bacon. So I got soaked and I was freezing cold. And now I can enjoy this lovely road in wonderful Montana in all its glory. And it's just beautiful. The road is open and it's flat, or rolling should I say, but it's not dead straight. So it's got real character. Real cowboy country again. This is lovely, and it's a bit of a lesson for me as well that I've got the time, so if it is pouring down with rain and it's cold, I do have the time to stop and just sit out the bad weather. I've just left Hinsdale. I had a really nice chat with the people there, heading to Saco now and their Labour Day parade, and just passing me is one of these enormously long trains. In fact, this isn't actually one of the longer ones. I've seen them far longer than this. My record so far is 113 carriages. I'm not sure how many this has got, but it's not as many as that. They're incredibly long. And all that is the oil from the oil boom in North Dakota. So much oil. Pedal power is the future. I'm not sure if you can see all the mosquitoes around, but when I pitched up here last night, I walked into the Dante's Inferno of mosquitoes, and I was eaten alive. I've got so many bites on me. I've got all my gear on now, but you can see them all.
There's just loads and loads, little buggers, loads of them. So this is definitely mosquito central, but it is very beautiful. But I'm gonna have to get going now because they're eating me again, and even with the head net on, it's they're getting through.
I was just talking to a lady back in Fraser, and she was explaining to me about the oil boom in this area, North Dakota and Montana. And the problem is for the farmers that all the trains are being used up carrying oil. So you get scenes like this where you have the mill and huge piles of wheat that can't be transported out. So that's the knock-on effect of oil. Brilliant. Montana, and I've spotted some dinosaurs. We've got the noisy Truckosaurus. And moving along, what do we got here? Oh, it's the long neckosaurus. Bit further up here, we've got the Bearosaurus. And over there, I think it's the Eaglosaurus. I think, is that right? Yes, that's definitely the Eaglosaurus. Oh, and his friend, the Brownosaurus. Very into dinosaurs, as you can tell.
Mark Westlock, I'm from St. Charles, Michigan, and I'm headed back home to St. Charles. I got probably about 1,500 more miles to go. I've been on the road about 2.5 weeks. I went up into the Great Divide, rode the mountains with my new bike here. Met a few guys up there, and you know, they went back home on Amtrak, and I decided to ride home my bike. So that's the story.